To the organizers of this research congress, to my co-presenters, and to all the lovely participants out there. Good day, everyone. I am here to present to you my research on students' evaluation of teachers' performance set, a tool in improving teaching learning process. I am Monaliza Panontongan from Taguluan National High School. For the introduction, I have here any commercial organization with an eye on high quality delivery exhorts its employees to listen to its customers, and so us in the Department of Education, which aims for quality education, students' evaluation of teachers is beneficial. As learners are the quasi-customers of schools and witness firsthand the teacher's performance in the classroom, perhaps it's not surprising that evaluation is now pervading the educational system. Student evaluation of teaching should be part of an overall strategy for improving student learning. According to Algazin et al., 2004, Canon of 2001, and Sproul 2000, evaluators should use students' evaluation of teachers or the SET along with the other assessment methods. Examples given are mid-semester feedback, peer observation, and teaching portfolios. Most student feedback can be genuinely helpful, offering teachers a chance for self-awareness and insight that can help them become better at their chosen profession. By using this SET tool, it is hoped that consequently the teaching learning process will improve, resulting in the increased academic competence of the students because teachers can now address the techniques or styles that the students want to learn or how they want the learning episode to take place, in which there is a greater chance of increasing their academic competence and level of performance. For the research questions, this study sought to show that students' evaluation on teachers' performance or SET as a tool in improving teaching learning process during the instruction period in Taguluan National High School, school year 2019-2020. Specifically, this study sought to answer the following questions. First, what are the strengths and weaknesses of classroom teachers according to students' perceptions? Second, what is the academic performance of the students' raters? Third, is there a significant relationship between the students' rating to the teachers to that of the students' academic performance? For the scope and limitation of the study, the main purpose of the study was to provide information regarding the students' evaluation and teachers' performance as a tool in improving teaching learning process in Taguluan National High School school year 2019-2020 located at Inagungan, Taguluan, Lanao del Norte. The study considered the students' personal information such as their gender, age, year level and section, and their average in the first grading period. The researcher limited the study to 10 students raters per teacher handling for all grade levels from grade 7 to grade 12 enrolled in the school year 2019-2020 in Taguluan National High School. Each of the respondents was given an evaluation form to rate their teachers. Based on this, rating forms were distributed to random students in a certain class in selected schools stated above. The students selected came from different year levels and section of the school to prevent bias and get objective perceptions in the ongoing study. For research methodology, sampling. The respondents of this study were the students from grade 7 to grade 12 coming from Taguluan National High School enrolled for the school year 2019-2020. The researchers chose 10 respondents as student raters for each teacher to be rated. Since there are 13 teachers in the school, 10 junior high school teachers, and 3 senior high school teachers, a total of 130 students will be the actual respondents of the study. Because this study aims to prove that students' evaluation and teachers' performance is an effective tool in evaluating the teacher's performance and improving the teaching learning process, students were oriented on how the evaluation form will be answered to obtain the intended data. For data collection, the researcher decided to conduct a study and to gather the data in Taguluan National High School. Out of the total population of Taguluan National High School, the researcher chose simple random sampling in which all of the students have an equal chance to be chosen to rate a teacher. Draw lots was employed in choosing the respondents. Each teacher was rated by 10 students to represent their. For ethical issues, the initial step taken by the researcher was to ask permission from Taguluan National High School's administration office. Next is, after a letter of permission has been made, it was given to the principal for approval. The said letter asked favor to conduct a study involving both the teachers and students in junior and senior high school departments. Parents' consent was also secured. And then after the researcher has been granted permission, a learning action cell session is conducted to explain the study to the teachers on how will it be conducted and utilized and agree on the date when will this evaluation be administered. For the data analysis, the researcher used the descriptive correlation method of research design since the study aims to find out the level of significance between two variables. The set forms are distributed to the respondents and retrieved for data analysis. After collecting all the questionnaires, the researcher, with the help of the school principal and statistician, tabulated and computed the data. Data on the first quarter average of the respondents were collected from class advisors. The statistical treatment used in computing the data are percentage, standard deviation, and mean, and the Pearson R correlation to identify the relationship between the two variables. For the results and discussions, for problem number 1, what are the strengths and weaknesses of classroom teachers according to students' perceptions? The strengths of classroom teachers of Taguluan National High School according to the students' perception as shown in this table are personal qualities, which has a mean of 4.25846 and standard deviation of 0.540984, and the other one is the mastery of the subject matter, which has a mean of 4.17000 and standard deviation of 0.532791. So as you can see in the table, on the other hand, the weaknesses of classroom teachers of Taguluan National High School are time management and teaching methodologies. Time management is a mean of 3.97538 and a standard deviation of 0.567342, while teaching methodologies has a mean of 4.04923 and a standard deviation of 0.566237, which suggests that the teachers of the Guluan National High School have a problem with time management and teaching methodologies, With so many extracurricular activities today that the Department of Education is participating into, time management becomes a problem to teachers who are loaded with subjects. They are struggling to balance their time between the instruction period, auxiliary work, seminars and trainings, advisory work, and other related works other than teaching. For the results and discussions for problem number 2, which is what are the academic performances of the student raters, the table shows that the majority of the students who rate their teachers fall within the 38.5% average, which can be described as an average academic performance in the current educational system. Most of the student raters have 83 as their average in the first grading period. For the results and discussions for problem number 3, is there a significant relationship between the student's rating to the teachers to that of the student's academic performance? Pearson R correlation shows a significant positive correlation between teachers' rate and students' academic performance as shown in the table. So this table shows that the Pearson R value of 0.629 with probability of 0.021. Since this probability is less than 0.05, the correlation is significant at the 0.05 level of significance. This means that there is a positive linear relationship between teachers' rate and students' grade. Thus, we can say that the better the grade obtained by a student, the higher the rate they give to their teachers. These findings imply that the use of this modified evaluation form may bring significant improvement to the teaching learning process. With the correlation graph, we can also see that the dots in a scatter plot displays in an ascending linear direction, which means that there is a strong positive and linear association between the two variables, the teacher's rate and student's grade. For the recommendations of the study, based on the results of the study, the researcher would like to recommend the following. The first, the result of this student's evaluation of teacher's performance may be used along with the result of the teacher's individual performance commitment form or the IPCRF as an assessment at the end of the school year. Second, formulating of action plan on weak areas of teachers may be initiated by the school head. The evaluation form may be administered twice a year, with all of the students taught by a particular teacher, one before the first quarter and one after the fourth quarter, to widen the scope in measuring its effectiveness. Fourth, this modified set form may be utilized by other schools in the Division of Lana del Norte as part of their monitoring of teachers' performance. Fifth, awards and recognition may be given to teachers who ranked 1 to 5 so as to motivate them to continue working hard in their chosen profession and to give them merits for their dedication in the service. Sixth, the conduct of this kind of evaluation may be handled by non-teaching personnel, a guidance counselor or guidance designate, to avoid conflict of interest or any speculations that may misconstrue the results. Seventh, future researchers may explore on other variables to include in this set. And lastly, thank you everyone.